Merhaba arkadaşlar, yeni bölüme hoş geldiniz. Kaldığımız yerden devam ediyoruz. Her zamanki gibi hikayemizden küçük bir parça dinleyeceğiz, sonra çalışacağız, ondan sonra üzerine konuşacağız. Şimdi hikayemizi dinleyelim.
Chapter 2 Tom and Huck. The next day was Sunday. Tom wore his clean Sunday clothes. He hated this. Tom, Sid, and Mary always went to Sunday school on Sunday morning. But Tom was not a good student and never listened to the teacher. After Sunday school, Tom and his family went to church. This Sunday, he had a big black beetle in his pocket. When the Reverend started speaking, Tom took the black beetle out of his pocket. He put it on the floor. There was a little dog in the church. It saw the beetle and wanted to play with it. Suddenly, the beetle bit the dog's nose. The little dog barked, and everyone looked at it. It jumped and ran after the black beetle. It ran all about the church, barking and making a lot of noise. The people in the church laughed silently. Their faces were red. The Reverend continued talking, but no one listened to him.
Evet, şimdi hikayemizin ikinci bölümündeyiz. Chapter 2. Hikayenin ikinci bölümü ama bu serinin 4. bölümündeyiz. İkinci bölümün ismi de Tom and Huck. Tom and Huck. Huck nedir? Huck, Tom'un yakın arkadaşı. Yani Huckleberry Finn isminde bir arkadaşı var. Onun isminin kısaltılmış hali. Hikayemizin ikinci chapter, ikinci bölümü de bu ikisiyle ilgili. Tom ve Huckleberry Finn ile ilgili. The next day was Sunday. The next, bir sonraki, ertesi, day, gün, was, oldu, Sunday, pazar. Yani ertesi gün pazardı. The next day was Sunday. Tom wore his clean Sunday clothes. Tom giydi, giymek, wear. Giyinmek fiilinin birinci hali wear. İkinci hali wore. Şurada gördüğünüz gibi. Tom giydi onun temiz pazar kıyafetleri. Yani Tom temiz pazar kıyafetlerini giydi. Bunu demeye çalışıyor. He hated this. O nefret etti bundan. Daha doğrusu o bundan nefret ediyordu. Yani bundan derken şuradaki this var ya bu. Neyi kastediyor? Şunu kastediyor. Temiz pazar kıyafetlerini giymekten nefret ediyor. He hated this. O bundan nefret ediyor. Tom, Sid and Mary always went to Sunday school on Sunday morning. Tom, Sid ve Mary her zaman, always, her zaman, daima went, gitti. Go'nun geçmiş hali. Went, gitti. Nereye? To Sunday school. Pazar okulu. Pazar okuluna gitti. Ne zaman gitti? On. Yani şu günde diyebilmeniz için, günü vurgulayabilmeniz için on ile ifade etmeniz gerekiyor. Pazar sabahı. Cümleyi toparlamak gerekirse Tom, Sid ve Mary pazar sabahı daima pazar okuluna giderlerdi. Pazar sabahı daima, her zaman pazar okuluna giderlerdi. Pazar günü pazar okulu var. Fakat Tom was not a good student. Tom was olmak, not değil, yani olmamak, ikisini birleştirdiğiniz zaman olmadı anlamında. Bir iyi öğrenci, yani Tom iyi bir öğrenci değildi. Tom was not a good student. And never listened to the teacher. And never listened to the teacher. Ve asla dinlemedi kimi? To the teacher. Öğretmeni. Öğretmeni asla dinlemezdi. Tom iyi bir öğrenci değildi ve öğretmeni asla dinlemezdi. Evet. After Sunday school. After, sonra, pazar okulu. Yani pazar okulundan sonra. After Sunday school, Tom and his family went to church. Tom ve onun ailesi gitti. Nereye? Kiliseye. Pazar okulundan sonra Tom ve ailesi kiliseye gittiler. This Sunday, bu pazar, this Sunday, bu pazar, he had a big black beetle in his pocket. O sahip ve onda var. Onda var. Ne varmış? Bir büyük black, siyah, beetle, böcek. Nerede? Nerede var bu böcek? In his pocket. İçinde onun cebi. Yani bu pazar onun cebinde büyük bir böcek var. Tom kendisiyle birlikte kiliseye gittiği zaman cebinde büyük bir böcekle gidiyor. When the Reverend started speaking. Ne zaman rahip, Reverend, rahip demek arkadaşlar. Ne zaman rahip başladı konuşmaya, yani rahip konuşmaya başladığı zaman diyerek tercüme etmemiz daha yerinde olur. Rahip konuşmaya başladığı zaman Tom took the black beetle out of his pocket. Tom aldı veya çıkarttı. Neyi çıkarttı? The Black Beetle, siyah böceği. Siyah böceği cebinden çıkarttı. Cümleyi toparlamamız gerekirse, rahip konuşmaya başladığında Tom cebinden siyah böceği çıkarttı. He put it on the floor. He put it on the floor. O koydu onu üzerine, zemin veya yer. Yani o onu yere koydu. Cebinden çıkarıp yere koyuyor. He put it on the floor. There was a little dog in the church. There was a little dog in the church. There, orada, was, oldu ya da vardı. Orada vardı, ne vardı? A little, küçük, bir küçük. Dog, köpek. Küçük bir köpek vardı. Orada derken neyi kastediyor? Church, kilise. Yani in the church, kilisenin içinde. Cümledeki bu bilgilerden yola çıkarak biz şunu dememiz gerekiyor. Kilisede küçük bir köpek vardı. Tamam mı? Bunu demeye çalışıyor. It saw, o gördü. It derken köpeği kastediyor. O gördü. Neyi görmüş? The beetle, böceği görüyor köpek. It saw the beetle and wanted to play with it. Ve istedi, ne istedi? To play, oynamak. Kiminle? İle o. Yani onunla oynamak istedi. Küçük köpek siyah böceği görüyor ve onunla oynamak istiyor. Suddenly, aniden, suddenly, the beetle bit the dog's nose. The beetle, böcek, bit, ısırdı. Böcek ısırdı. Neyi ısırdı? Dogs, köpeğin, nose, burnunu. Toparlarsak, aniden, suddenly, aniden, the beetle bit the dog's nose. Böcek köpeğin burnunu ısırdı. The little dog barked. The little dog barked. Küçük köpek havladı. And everyone, ve herkes looked at it. Baktı ona. Yani küçük köpek havladı ve herkes ona baktı. It jumped. O atladı. Jump, atlamak ya da zıplamak. O atladı. And ran after the black beetle. Ve koştu peşinden. Neyin peşinden? Black beetle. Siyah böceğin arkasından ya da peşinden koştu. It jumped and ran after the black beetle. It ran all about the church. O koştu. All about. Her tarafına. Her yerine. Neyin her yerine, her tarafına koşturdu? The church. Kilisenin her tarafına koştu. Her yerine koştu. Ne yaparak koştu? Barking and making a lot of noise. Havlayarak ve making, yaparak. Ne yaparak? A lot of noise. Birçok, fazla noise. Gürültü. Çok fazla gürültü yaparak ve havlayarak kilisenin her tarafına koştu. Tam tercüme bu. The people in the church laughed silently. The people, insanlar. In the church, kilisedeki insanlar. The people in the church laughed. Güldüler. Nasıl güldüler? Silently. Sessizce. Quietly. Kilisedeki insanlar sessizce güldüler. Their faces were red. Onların yüzleri oldu kırmızı. Yani yüzleri kızardı. The Reverend continued talking. Rahip devam etti konuşmaya. Rahip konuşmaya devam ediyor. The Reverend continued talking, but no one listened to him. Fakat no one, hiç kimse, nobody, no one, hiç kimse listened to him, dinlemedi onu. Evet, isterseniz videoyu duraklatarak şöyle tekrar üzerinden siz kendiniz geçin. Oradaki cümleleri biraz daha kendiniz için anlaşılır hale getirmeye çalışın. Çünkü bunun üzerine birazdan sohbet gerçekleştireceğiz. Diğer bölümlerde yaptığımız gibi. Evet, başlayalım isterseniz. Okay then, let's get started, shall we? The next day was Sunday, right? The next day was Sunday. What day was it the next day? Well, yes, the next day was Sunday. Was the next day a weekday or a weekend? Was the next day a weekday or a weekend? Well, yes. The next day was a weekend, right? That was the weekend. Saturday and Sunday. These days are the weekend. So it wasn't a weekday. It was a weekend. It was Sunday. Can you tell me what is the day today? What is the day today? I hope you give the right answer to this question, but in this story. The day was Sunday. Tom wore his clean Sunday clothes. He hated this. What kind of clothes did Tom wear? What kind of clothes did he wear? Well, yes, he wore the clean clothes. Tom wore his clean clothes. He didn't wear his dirty clothes on Sunday. He wore his clean clothes on Sunday, not dirty. Did he like it? Did he like wearing his clean clothes on Sunday? Did he like it? Well, no, right? He didn't like it. He didn't like wearing his clean clothes on Sunday. On the contrary, he hated this. He hated wearing his clean clothes on Sunday. Why? Why did Tom hate this? Why? Well, because these clothes are clean, right? Remember, Tom was a village boy. He lives in a village. And in the village, you will not be clean all the time. You go out and you hang around. And most of the time, you will be dirty, right? You will not be clean in the village life. And sometimes it is good for the village boys. The village children, they love being dirty. Because when you have dirty clothes on you, you can do whatever you want. But if you are wearing something new, you can't do everything. You can't do what you want. You have to be careful all the time and you have to watch your step. And this kind of life is boring for children. That's why he hated this. So, how does Tom feel about wearing his clean Sunday clothes? How does he feel? How does Tom feel about this? Well, of course, he felt uncomfortable, right? He didn't like that feeling, wearing clean clothes. He didn't like it. He felt bad, of course. It was not interesting for him. It was boring. Okay, whatever. Tom, Sid, and Mary always went to Sunday school on Sunday morning. Where did they go on Sunday morning? Where did Tom, Sid, and Mary go on Sunday morning? Where did they go? Well, yes, they went to Sunday school, right? On Sunday mornings, they went to Sunday school. When did they go to Sunday school? When did Tom, Sid, and Mary go to Sunday school? When? Well, of course, on Sunday, right? Even the name of the school is Sunday, right? It's obvious. Okay. But Tom was not a good student. Tom was not a good student and never listened to the teacher. Was Tom a good student or bad student? Yes, Tom wasn't a good student, right? Tom wasn't a good student. Tom was not a good student in the school system. In the school system, he was bad. But in real life, of course, he is a good boy. How often did he listen to his teachers? How often did he listen when he was at school? Well, yes, he never listened to the teachers, right? He never listened to his teachers. Why did he never listen to the teacher? Why? Why did he do this? Well, probably school at the weekend. Of course, it will be boring. It will be boring for anyone. Probably that's why he didn't listen to his teachers. He hated wearing clean clothes and going to school because all of these were boring. That's why he was a bad student and that's why he never listened to his teachers. What about you? Peki ya siz? Are you a good student or were you a good student? İyi bir öğrenci misiniz veya iyi bir öğrenci miydiniz geçmişte? Buna cevap vermeye çalışın kendinizce. I hope you answered my question. I hope you didn't miss your chance to speak English. After Sunday school, Tom and his family went to church. After Sunday school, where did he go? Where did Tom go? Well, yes. Tom and his family, they went to church. With whom did he go to church? Kiminle gitti? With whom did Tom go to church? Well, yes, he went to church with his family. And who is his family? Or who was his family? Well, yes, Aunt Polly, Sid and Mary, right? They were his family. Were they his real family? Were Aunt Polly, Sid and Mary real family of Tom? Well, unfortunately, no. They were not his real family. His real family, real father and mother, they dead. Tom is an orphan. Yetim. When did they go to church? When did Tom and his family go to church? When? Yes, they went to church after Sunday school, right? Did they go to church before Sunday school? Well, no, they didn't. They didn't go to church before Sunday school. They went to church after Sunday school. Did they go home after Sunday school? Did they go home? Well, no, they didn't. They didn't go home. Why do you think they went to church after Sunday school? Why did they go to church? Well, yes, they are Christians and they go to church for worship. It is obvious that they are Christians and they go to church for worship, right? Worship. And Sunday is a holiday for Christians. For example, Friday is a holiday for Muslims, right? It is holiday for Muslims. And Sunday is a holiday for Christians. That's why they go there. They go there to worship. They go there to pray. So, this Sunday, he had a big black beetle in his pocket, right? He had a big black beetle in his pocket. What did he have? What did Tom have in his pocket? Well, yes, he had a big black beetle in his pocket. Did he have a small beetle in his pocket? Well, no, he didn't. He didn't have a small beetle in his pocket. He had a big beetle in his pocket. And what was the color of that beetle? What was its color? Yes, it was black. Was the big black beetle, was it dangerous for Tom? Well, maybe yes, maybe no. We don't know. Tom was not afraid of that big black beetle. That's why he carried that big black beetle in his pocket. He carried that insect, böcek, börtü böcek anlamına geliyor genel anlamda. He carried that insect to the church. Again, how did he bring that big black beetle into the church? How did he bring? Nasıl getirdi kiliseye? Yes, he brought getirdi. Bring getirmek, brought getirdi. He brought the big black beetle in his pocket. Did anyone see that big black beetle in his pocket? Did anyone see that? Well, no. Nobody saw that big black beetle in his pocket. He didn't show that big black beetle to the people around him. And when the Reverend started speaking, Tom took the black beetle out of his pocket. when did he take out that black beetle? When? Well, when the Reverend started speaking, right? The time the Reverend started speaking, when he started speaking, Tom took the black beetle out of his pocket. When he took out the black beetle from his pocket, when he took out the black beetle out of his pocket, who was talking at that time? Yes, the Reverend, right? The Reverend was talking. Maybe he was telling some stories to the people. Maybe he was reading something from the Bible. We don't know. Tom took the black beetle out of his pocket. And what did he do next? What did he do with that black beetle? Well, yes, he put it on the floor, right? He put it on the floor. Where did he put that black beetle? Where did he put? Yes, he put it on the floor. Did he put that black beetle on someone's head? Birilerinin kafasına mı koydu o böceği? Did he put that black beetle on someone or somebody's head? Well, of course, no. No, he didn't. He didn't do that. He didn't put the black beetle on someone's head. He put it on the floor. Okay, and there was a little dog in the church, right? There was a little dog in the church. Was there a big dog in the church? Well, no, there wasn't. There wasn't a big dog in the church. There was a little dog, right? There was a little dog in the church. And it saw the beetle, right? It saw the beetle and wanted to play with it. Who saw the beetle? Kim gördü böceği? Who saw the beetle first? Well, of course, the little dog, right? The little dog saw the beetle. What did the little dog want? What did the little dog want from the beetle? Yes, he wanted to play with it, right? The little dog wanted to play with that beetle. Did the little dog eat the beetle? Did it eat? Well, no, it didn't. The little dog didn't eat the beetle. The dog wanted to play. It only wanted to play with that beetle. What about the beetle? Peki ya böcek? What about the beetle? Did the beetle want to play with the little dog? Well, of course, no, right? The beetle didn't want to play with that dog because the little dog can be little for us. It can be little for human, but it is not little for the beetle because the beetle is smaller than the little dog. What did the beetle do to the little dog? What did it do to the dog? Ne yaptı köpeğe? Well, yes, the beetle bit the dog, right? The beetle bit the dog. Why did the beetle bite the dog? Bite, ısırmak. Bit, ısırdı. Why did the beetle bite the dog? Well, of course, to protect itself, right? The beetle wanted to protect itself. And in order to protect itself, it bit the dog. Which part of the body did the beetle bite? Did he bite from his leg? Well, the beetle didn't bite from the leg, right? The beetle bit the dog's nose, right? It bit the nose, not legs. What about the dog? What did it do? What did the little dog do? Well, of course, it barked, right? The little dog barked. Why did he bark? Why did the little dog bark? Yes, because the beetle bit his nose. That's why he barked. And everyone in the church looked at it. They looked at the dog. Why did they look at the little dog? Why did the people in the church look at the little dog? Yes, because it was barking, right? The little dog was barking because the beetle bit his nose. Maybe he was in pain. That's why it jumped and ran after the black beetle. Did the little dog catch the beetle? Did it catch the beetle? Well, no. Unfortunately, it couldn't catch the beetle. The little dog couldn't catch the beetle. Probably the beetle was faster than the little dog. It ran all about the church, barking and making a lot of noise, but he couldn't catch the beetle. Were the people in the church angry? Did they get angry at the dog? Well, no, they didn't. They didn't get angry, right? The people in the church, they didn't get angry at the dog. On the contrary, they were happy. They laughed, right? They laughed at this. They laughed silently. They liked it because it was more interesting than the things they were doing in the church. Did they laugh loudly in the church? Did the people in the church laugh loudly? Well, no, they didn't laugh loudly. They laughed silently. That's why their faces were red, right? Why were their faces red? Why were they red? Well, because it wasn't appropriate, right? Uygun değildi. It wasn't appropriate. These people are in the church and they shouldn't be laughing loudly or silently because they are there for worship. And laughing loudly is not appropriate during worship. That's why their faces were red. What about the reverend? Did he stop talking or did he continue? Well, yes, the reverend continued, right? He continued talking. He didn't stop. Did anyone in the church listen to the reverend? Did anyone listen to him? Well, of course, no. No one listened to him. No one listened to the reverend. Why? Why didn't they listen to the reverend? Why? Well, because everyone in the church was looking at the little dog chasing a big black beetle, and it was funny for them. It was more interesting than the reverend, whatever he is talking. That's why they weren't listening to him. Evet, tahmin ettiğimden biraz uzun sürdü arkadaşlar. Bakın, bu konuşma derslerini bir oturduğunuzda tamamen bitirmek mecburiyetinde değilsiniz. Yani yarı yarı şeklinde de yapabilirsiniz. 10 dakika 10 dakika şeklinde de ayarlayabilirsiniz. Yani bir anda oturduğunuzda hepsini bitireceğim diye bu şekilde kendinizi zorlamayın. Biraz da zamanı yayarak bu şekilde ilerletirseniz hem sizin için iyi olur hem de ben de böyle zaman konusunda kendimi aceleye getirip de işin doğallığını bozmayayım. Çünkü zaman kısıtlaması olduğu zaman ben artık doğallıktan çıkmak zorunda kalacağım. O yüzden lütfen 2'ye bölerek o şekilde ilerlemeye çalışın. Evet, soru cevap kısmına bol miktarda çalışmanızı ve kendi düşüncelerinizi daha fazla detaylı bir şekilde aktarmanızı tavsiye ederim. Bir sonraki bölümde görüşmek üzere. Kendinize iyi bakın.
Chapter 2, Tom and Huck. The next day was Sunday. Tom wore his clean Sunday clothes. He hated this. Tom, Sid, and Mary always went to Sunday school on Sunday morning. But Tom was not a good student and never listened to the teacher. After Sunday school, Tom and his family went to church. This Sunday, he had a big black beetle in his pocket. When the Reverend started speaking, Tom took the black beetle out of his pocket. He put it on the floor. There was a little dog in the church. It saw the beetle and wanted to play with it. Suddenly the beetle bit the dog's nose. The little dog barked, and everyone looked at it. It jumped and ran after the black beetle. It ran all about the church, barking and making a lot of noise. The people in the church laughed silently. Their faces were red. The Reverend continued talking, but no one listened to him.